Now, the somewhat improbable combination of a podcast about national service produced by an Australian school principal. The aim is to help pre-enlistees and their families better understand NS. The Call-Up is a 4-episode series and will go live tomorrow. Alxis Thng with more.
My name is Gavin Kinch and I'm the principal of a local international school here in Singapore.
On the surface, it looks like he's an unlikely person to be talking about national service. But Mr. Kinch serves on the Advisory Council on Community Relations in Defence. It engages employers, educational institutions, and the general community to strengthen support for NS and total defence. When his students came back to visit after serving NS, he was struck by how much they matured. This inspired him to produce the podcast.
I recognise that it's important that national service messaging should come from more places than just from the Ministry of Defence. It needs to come from schools, it needs to come from families, it needs to come from industry, so that people really understand the importance of it, and that we can help prepare our young people, have a better understanding about what national service is.
The show talks about young men getting their first enlistment letter, going through basic military training or BMT, and beyond. The series also applies to Singaporeans who have grown up outside the country.
The thing that stood out to me speaking with the young people is that they saw national service as something which they wanted to do. It wasn't something that they felt was compulsory, but it was really something which they're responding to as a community. It was a collective experience they wanted to be a part of as young Singaporeans. The sense which I got from them is a real pride in serving, being part of something bigger than themselves.
The podcast is produced together with Nanyang Polytechnic students.
Eventually, from these common experiences, where they grow together and forge one common bond, and that this bond even continues after they were done with their national service. So I would say these stories are very inspiring.
I have 2 older brothers myself that have gone through NS, and I can definitely see their growth holistically, because they have learned how to be more optimistic and open-minded after having a newfound sense of brotherhood. And I also noticed that they're more independent and they can finally cook their own food.
Those who took part in the podcast include BMT graduates, full-time national servicemen, NSmen, and even regulars.